Okay, let's go for a walking tour. And we're walking. It could be as small as somebody fired off a fire extinguisher in the res halls and we've got the fire extinguisher and want to get fingerprints off it, all the way up to it could be a residential burglary case or something more serious. Now, something in the event of a sexual assault or a more violent crime, we're more likely to use the DOJ lab in Freedom. Let's say we have an active shooter scenario, that's what we call it, where somebody's actively shooting people on campus. Mm-hmm. This is your Columbine kind of scenario, your Virginia Tech kind of scenario. Mm-hmm. We have trained with the local jurisdictions in patrol, so we have Seaside, Marina, CSU, essentially peninsula-wide, that first responding officers have trained and are equipped to respond to that location, form up a contact team quickly and go in and try to contact and neutralize whatever that threat is or stop that threat from occurring. So they have patrol rifles or AR-15s in their vehicles. They've been trained. They've trained with other agencies because it's kind of the first 3 or 4 officers that show up on scene. Go. So what we do here is we have a couple of our officers trained to do CSI work. That way we're processing fingerprints or processing evidence, processing different stuff. We don't have to wait on the Department of Justice or the Sheriff's Department. If we have a big crime scene, we'll bring in our crime scene investigators, but we'll also bring in outside crime scene investigators to help us with it. All right, this is where we book evidence right here. Officers bring in stuff, weigh it, package it, label it, enter it in the computer. Large evidence or evidence that has blood that needs to dry goes in the cabinet and the key becomes evidence control. Bioevidence, straight test kits, things that require refrigeration go in the refrigerator and the key becomes evidence control. All other evidence goes into these cabinets or into this slot. There are no keys to these cabinets. They shut the cabinet. It's taken out the other side by the evidence technician. This is our booking facility. We do arrest some folks. We do arrest quite a few folks. When we bring them back in here, the officers bring them into this booking area right there. That's all the cameras and such behind the station. They would shut this door and this becomes a booking facility. That door, eventually that alarm's going to go off if you don't shut that door. So. 2 holding cells. And there they are. The reason we have 2 holding cells is, well, you have to keep male and female in custody separate from each other. You also have to, we wouldn't put a juvenile in here, but sometimes you want to keep people separate while you're talking to them and before you talk to them, to keep them from talking to each other. And sometimes, to be honest with you, be separated because we want them to talk to each other, but we're listening and recording, so if they want to get their story straight before they go on the interview, well, that's great. We've got them on tape. Booking is just as standard as you think. Technology hasn't changed much in a long time. Fill out some information, take a picture of them so we can put it in the computer, get a set of fingerprints, log them out. We also can take them over to the live scan machine and get fingerprints electronically over there to submit to DOJ. Because we prepare for something doesn't mean we expect it to happen, but we prepare so that if it does happen, we have that preparation and training. Anything else would be negligent, you know. I think that you have an expectation that we're preparing and that we're training for the worst case scenario, because we're who you're going to call, right?
When there is evil afoot, Lawson man gives it the boot. Lawson man, it's safe to say, is here to kick ass and save the day. Lawson man.
Okay.
Lawson. Lawson man.
Okay, we're good.
Lawson man, Lawson man, Lawson man, Lawson man, Lawson man, Lawson man.